biggest loser is Quebec, because they have more tradesmen working in Ottawa by far than vice versa. And you look in our area, I talked to tradespeople that came to me and say, I can't get a job because I got Quebecers coming in, and I have nothing against them. Let's be fair. If they can't work in Quebec, then we shouldn't allow them to work here. It's a matter of fairness.
Maybe you talk to a few exceptions.
Thank you, everybody. We'll wrap it there and go to the next question.
Hi, Jamie Gilson, Cornwall. My question's for MPP McDonnell. Cornwall has...
Sir, you cannot ask questions. You're part of the media, so I have to ask you to step back and answer me.
I'm a resident of SDNG, and I'm a voter.
Okay.
And I've also asked before.
Fine.
Again, the question is to MPP McDonnell. Cornwall just lost the Cornwall General Hospital. You, sir, are the critic for municipal affairs for your government. And the question simply is, we haven't heard very much from you as well. There have been several scandals here in Cornwall, closed session hearings and stuff. And again, we haven't heard much from you about any of the issues in Cornwall.
Question, please.
Can you comment on why you've been silent or near silent on those issues, please?
Well, I haven't been silent on those issues. I wrote letters, I followed up with the CCAC about the General Hospital, and I visited the General Hospital and talked to the patients over there that were worried about losing where they were going to be. They needed a place to home, and it was only set up there because there was a lack of beds. When I contacted the CCAC, they said, we don't need the beds, we found places for them. I said, well, that's funny. We have the worst record in Ontario for people waiting for long-term care beds. He says, well, our numbers show that we have enough long-term care beds, and that's why we let them go. I said, well, the population stats show it's going to go up by 100% by 2030. He said, well, let me check my numbers. The Liberal numbers come back. We don't need any more long-term care beds till after 2030. So the thing is, either you're doing a horrible job, we have people going to Bourget because they can't get a place locally, or you're lying about the numbers. And they can't be both. That's what we see from this government.
So what was the response
the
from the question period
and they won't do it. Well, I brought it up, and I presented petitions, and I got nothing from the Liberal government. But I hate to use the word lies, but it can't be both. Either you're doing a really incompetent job, or you don't have enough beds. It can't be both. Which one is it?
No, there aren't enough beds. Let's admit it.
Not according to
What's
this
the
Liberal
point
government.
Going back
we have double the beds we need.
I'll tell you, here's a promise that you can take to the bank. We will install 1,000 per year more long-term care beds in Ontario. And for those who can't get long-term care, we will assure
who that government promised to build long-term care beds.
Period.
We have seen this government build zero new net beds. That's a problem. Our population is getting older, and we see no solution. And it's funny, they're willing to spend all kinds of money on their friends and waste it, but they aren't willing to look after their seniors.
It's not money spent on friends.
And some of those public servants will be running on health care.